Kingdom builders are quite infamous. You either swipe big or you end up getting wiped. But when it comes to Fate War, it kind of caught me off guard. It is actually not that pay to win. So in today's video, we're going to be diving into something wild. Kingdom builder that doesn't force you to sell your kidney in order to stay relevant. What's up guys, Meower here back with a brand new Fate War video. So yes, you heard it correctly, this game is actually not that pay to win in comparison to its competitors, and I got 5 points to prove my claim. First, tiered bundle breakdown. Second, total spending costs by tier. Third, free-to-play viability. Fourth, best value purchases. And fifth, the smart spending strategies by player type. So stick around because you don't want to miss out on any of the following points. Before we get point 1 started, I want to give a big shout out to the BOA Alliance, especially Rida, for giving me access to the following tiered section. Now, I will start with the in-game bundles. This won't be full-on spending guide, however, but we did manage to organize every pack into a tier list just to understand the monetization of the game. Usually, in most games, swiping faster equals faster progression equals total domination equals beating up those free-to-play flip. While that might be true in every game, there's always a difference between pay to win and pay to progress. When dissecting every single tier, we want to check just how much each costs. Now, you wouldn't believe the simple amount that each of them cost, and given the entire sum total of all of them, they're actually not that high. Plus, it is pretty easy to get each and every one of them. So, starting off, we can check that in the S tier, it costs a grand total of up to $86.94. Now, I know this is a pretty big amount for a lot of players. However, I want to emphasize that it is actually possible for you as a free-to-play player to get every single bundle here with the exclusion of the gold mall. We can also check in the A tier, it costs a total of $140. And again, I want to emphasize that you as a free-to-play player can get every single bundle. Same goes for B tier, which costs a total of $119. And finally, in the C tier, costs a total of $34, giving us a grand total of $380 just to be extremely relevant. If anything, you will be way above the average player, even if you don't end up spending any of what you see at all. So, why do I keep saying that it is possible for a free-to-play to get them? I mentioned this in the previous video and expect me to mention it so many times going forward for this game because I just can't emphasize how good this system is. It's the tribe treasury. You can be gifted from your tribe 8,700 gold, which in turn you can use to buy every single item in the S tier here. You can use the gold to buy the Golden Moon Pass, Path of Heroes, Daily Hero Pack, etc, etc, etc. You get the point. So the amount of value and potential is just straight up limitless, and it is very, very accessible as a free-to-play player. Plus, if you got a generous whale, they can always donate to the tribe treasury, and if you're a high performer, your leader can always distribute some gold to you that you can utilize in order to push forward and get to more power and get those juicy bundles without having to swipe your credit card even once. Now, when we discuss everything that we've previously mentioned, it really shows that compared to other games where you need to spend thousands upon thousands upon thousands to be relevant, just even to hold your spot at the start, Fate War gives you value that you can utilize without having to swipe your cards dry. Now, when you ask me how viable is it to play as free-to-play? I will tell you that it is actually pretty viable. That is because the game is pretty generous with its reward system. So right off the bat, summons can give you gems, which is the premium currency of the game. As we can see here in the reward overview, you can get a lot of gems here, up to 1,000 gems, depending on your luck, of course. Me, considering I'm not a lucky person, I'm probably never gonna see the 1,000, but you'd never know. Another aspect of how generous the game is the amount of events present in the game and how easy it is for you as a smaller player or a bigger player to rank up and get those juicy rewards that will help you stay relevant and compete, which is the matchmaking system that occurs to non-huge events. So an event such as Call to Arms has a special matchmaking system, meaning you're only matched against players that are in your Chieftain Hall level, meaning you're not going to be rolled over by someone who is much higher power than you, who is easier for them to get the maximum rewards. However, there are the top chieftain events, but the style of the top chieftain in Fate War, for example, is that every single day has a separate reward system, while if you rank the first in every single one, you're gonna get the most rewards. But if you want to snag a hero, you can try to snipe a single phase and guarantee yourself 20 tokens just to summon it, and then you can start working on it using all of the universal tokens or the universal mementos that you end up getting from all the events, even special events such as the Weapons Master, which is sort of like a Connect 2, Connect 3. Of course, I am a complete noob and you guys will probably flame me for the way I'm playing this, but you get the point. And if you do decide to give in to temptation and end up spending, such as self, but of course I'm a well-known free-to-play player, but moving on, there are always going to be packs that are going to be a must-buy for you, which we're going to be breaking down further in a spending guide. But all you need to know for now, if you decide to try out the beta, which is called Rebirth of Glory, you'll notice that the must-buys will always be monthly gems, the Golden Moon Pass, the second research slot, and of course the second builder slot. I would say stick to passive progression packs, avoid flashy one-time power-ups such as the daily bundles in the shop. We've also broken down all of the values that they give. However, what I can say is that they're not really worth it at all. They're the same cookie cutter as in other games. And again, I will break down everything in the spender guide coming out soon. But for now, what you need to know is that if you are active, you're always grinding, you're participating in events, and you just snag an extra couple of bundles here and there using the tribe treasury. And if you're not lucky to be in a tribe that has spenders, you don't need to worry. You can still progress further and you can still get the full-on experience that Fate War offers. Now, of course, everything that I said is not an invitation for you to go splurge out without having to worry about anything. You should always be responsible with how you spend. It is a game in the beginning, the end. So please be responsible. Don't splurge just for the sake of splurging. And of course, to answer the question, is Fate War pay to win? Honestly, not really. It is definitely one of the fairest kingdom builders I've played in a while. You can progress without spending, spend smart if you want to, and you'll never feel left behind because of money. If you're tired of wallet wars and ready for a more balanced grind, this might just be your next game. But in that regard, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe and be on the lookout for more Fate War content. I have huge catalog of videos coming out soon for this game while we build up to launch, which is gonna be on August 5th. I will leave the link in the description for you to pre-register. And on that note, have a wonderful day. Let me know in the comments down below if you're gonna be free to play or you're gonna be spending and you're gonna be a whale, so I can join you. But on that note, I will see you in the next video. Meow meow. If you enjoyed this video, click here to watch the next video. Oh, meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.